extent that it was allowed to be competed in the Olympic Games, the Commonwealth Games, and all Africa Games. So the pair which just went off the carpet, it was a ladies' team. And now we have the male team showing you the techniques of competition, wherever they go, as they represent Uganda. So you have to utilize all the techniques of the hand and the leg to secure points. The higher you aim, the more points you get, thus being in position to win your opponent. Now they're showing you the one-step separate defense. And after this, they will show the power of their body weapons to break different targets. That's how easily can you utilize the force of the enemy to neutralize him and put him down. Your Excellency, police is there to identify and nurture talent which can promote sports tourism. And Your Excellency, these are your daughters and sons whom you allowed to serve this nation through exhibiting their talent through competitive sports. In this case, taekwondo and judo. So we thank you very much for that opportunity you gave them so that they can be in position to serve their country. Last but not least is special techniques of breaking different targets, in this case timbers and tiles, using their legs and their arms. That's how quick and easily a trained police officer can break any target, be it timber or tile. And Your Excellency, we are so grateful and we appreciate the assistance which you are always forwarding to us through our institution, Uganda Police Force. These officers or sportsmen are always facilitated by the funds which are forwarded to Uganda Police Force by the government of Uganda. It has, in this case, assisted them to make sure that they enhance on their welfare in terms of training, feeding, and the simple allowances so that they can sustain their lives as they train and compete in the different competitions wherever they go. So let us have the power breaking. Thank you, Police Constable Ogwal Farouk. That officer just finalized his training from the Police Training School, Kabarye, last year in November. And from there, he managed to win for us some 3 gold medals. That's from November to this month in which we are. In this case, when you have not get the target, you have to make sure that you repeat and make sure that you neutralize the opponent. Yes. So you see, Dennis Angoli is the one now demonstrating in these techniques of tumbling. Thank you very much, Dennis. Let us have the hand power breaking of the tiles as our last item. We have Kololo Ebal Walter on your left, and we have PC Naudo Betty on your right, Your Excellency. They're going to show the mighty power of the hands to break the different items you're seeing. Here! Thank you very much, Police Taekwondo team. Your Excellency, that's the end of the demonstration which was prepared by the Police Martial Arts Club. Thank you very much for God and my country.
Thank you so much, Uganda Police. This is not TikTok or WhatsApp. This is a live promotional video. I also happen to have some cash for a service provider. If there is anyone who can come and break the tiles, I'll spare the simple cash. At this juncture, may I take this opportunity to welcome the Head of Public Service and Secretary to Cabinet to address us here. Thank you. We thank you, Uganda Police. These are our brothers, sisters, daughters, and sons. So you're encouraged to join the Uganda Police. Head of Service, you're welcome.
Your Excellency, the Vice President, the Principal Judge, the Minister of State, Minister of Public Service, Permanent Secretaries present, all public servants present, say good afternoon to you all. It is my distinct honor and privilege to address you today on the occasion of the 13th Africa Public Service Day. First, I want to take this opportunity to welcome you all and to thank you for being part of the celebration. I also want to thank all the public officers here and away for the work that you are doing in your various entities for our nation. I would also like to thank the Ministry of Public Service for spearheading this function and all the government institutions for their role that they have played towards the success of this event. This day is not only a celebration of our collective achievements, but also a reflective moment for us to critically evaluate our public service delivery systems, identify areas for improvement, and chart a way forward towards a more inclusive and thriving Africa. The theme of this year, empowering a citizen-centric public service for an inclusive and thriving 21st century Africa, a journey for lifelong learning and technological transformation, is a timely and resonates deeply with our current aspirations and the dynamic challenges that we face today. We all know that the public service is the backbone of any nation, and it is through the public service that government policies are translated into actions that impact the lives of our citizens. In Uganda, our public service has been a bedrock of national development. And therefore, we as public servants, we must strive to meet all the needs of our people through dedication, innovation, and resilience. Over the years, a number of successes have been registered in the public service. Service delivery across the sectors has improved. The public service reforms have contributed significant improvements in the service delivery. The digital transformation that we have embraced in the public service has been a game changer for us. The implementation of e-government systems has made public services more efficient, transparent, and accessible. Initiatives such as digitalization of land records, online tax administration processes have reduced bureaucratic delays and increased accountability. However, we still have technological disparities that hinder access to digital tools and internet connectivity, particularly in the rural areas. And these pose a barrier to a truly inclusive growth. The challenge of corruption and the growing impunity in our country lingers around all government institutions, and we need to fight the two evils vigorously if we are to sustain the improved service delivery. RAPEX is here with us and has caused a lot of uncertainty, which has affected service delivery in some sectors. My prayer is that the Ministry of Public Service quickly clears this uncertainty to move forward. We all know that the public service is very important to our people, and the public service is at the heart of our social contract with the citizens. It is through the public service that we ensure equitable access to essential services, and we foster a sense of national identity. And we can only achieve this through a citizen-centric public service that listens to the voices of the people, responds to their needs, and continuously adopts to serve them better. As we look to the future, it is imperative that we empower our public service to be more responsive and inclusive. We need to engage our citizens by actively involving them in decision-making processes and policy formulation to ensure that public services are aligned with their needs and aspirations. We need to strengthen platforms for dialogue and feedback to foster a participatory governance culture. And to thrive in the 21st century, our public servants must embrace lifelong learning, continuous education, and skill development. And these are very crucial if we are to adapt to the new challenges and leverage on the emerging opportunities. We need to harness the power of technology, and this can help us to drive innovation in our public service delivery. We must invest in digital infrastructure, promote digital literacy, and explore the cutting-edge technologies such as the artificial intelligence and the big data, such that we can enhance service efficiency and improve accessibility. In conclusion, as we celebrate the 13th Africa Public Service Day, let us reaffirm our commitment to building a citizen-centric, inclusive, and technologically advanced public service. Our journey towards this vision requires collective effort, unwavering dedication, and relentless pursuit of excellence. Let us continue to work together, learn from our experiences, and harness the transformative power of technology to create a public service that truly serves the people and empowers the communities and fosters a thriving Uganda and a thriving Africa for generations to come. Your Excellency, lastly, I want to thank you for having reserved time and be with us at this special day of the public service. I want to thank you all.
Thank you so much, Head of Public Service and Secretary of Cabinet. Because of time, it's my honor now to invite the Honorable Minister of State for Public Service to address the gathering. I would also like to thank members of the public who have come to join us and to experience the services. You're most welcome. Your Excellency, we also have about 60 government ministries and agencies here present. Honorable Minister, you're welcome.
Our dear Chief Guest, the Vice President of the Republic of Uganda, Mama Jessica Alupo Rosepel, Your Excellency, we are very humbled and honored by your presence today as we celebrate the African Public Service Day. Our dear Principal Judge, Head of Service, and Permanent Secretaries here present, distinguished ladies and gentlemen across the entire service of Uganda. On behalf of my senior minister, Honorable Muruli Mukasa, who is unable to join us today for this celebration because he's in this post, but he sends warm greetings to you all and congratulates you upon this day. We pray for his quick recovery. I congratulate all the public service workers upon celebrating this 13th Public Service Day. And I want to thank the organizing team headed by the PS Minister of Public Service and the entire staff, all ministries, departments and agencies, our dear sponsors, all our civil servants and public servants. Thank you for participating in the entire week's activities. And we want to thank the ministers who presided over the sports gala, Honorable Peter Ogwang, Honorable Balam Bargahara, and the Honorable Kabyanga Godfrey Baruku. I also take this singular honor and opportunity to thank Government of Uganda, more especially His Excellency the President of Uganda, for his commitment to enhance salaries, though in a phased manner. And I want to assure all our public workers that salary will be enhanced across board, but in a phased manner. And we are committed as public service to do the oversight role to make sure we deliver services across the country. With all those many remarks, let me take this singular honor to invite you, Your Excellency, to address the gathering, and I want to welcome you sincerely, Mama. Thank you for honoring this invitation. May God bless you. Thank you. Please take your seats. Have your seats. The Honorable Minister of State for Public Service, Honorable Grace Mugasa, the Principal Judge, the Permanent Secretaries present, distinguished invited guests in your various capacities, ladies and gentlemen, I congratulate you on the 13th commemoration of the Africa Public Service Day. And I am here to articulate the message of His Excellency, General Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, the President of the Republic of Uganda, who you had invited to come and officiate over this very distinguished ceremony. But because of other equally competing and important items on his schedule, he is not able to physically be here, but he's here by representation. And I would like to thank you for welcoming me warmly this morning here in these grounds. I will straight away go to read his message, which states as follows. I am glad to preside over the 13th Africa Public Service Day 2024 commemoration in Uganda, and I would like to commend the Ministry of Public Service for spearheading the organization and mobilization of all the ministries, departments, and agencies, and the local governments for participating actively in this commemoration. We are gathered here today to celebrate service to our country, reflect on the functioning of the public service, its performance, challenges and opportunities, including successes. Government cannot deliver public services without an efficient and effective public service sector. It is therefore very important to recognize the importance of the public service sector, its contributions and benefits to the citizenry. The delivery of public services in Uganda has greatly improved with automation of various business processes in many government institutions, which has enhanced efficiency, effectiveness, and transparency. Ministries, departments, and agencies are now more responsive to the demands of their clients
which gives a good name and image to the public service and government at large. Regarding the theme, empowering a citizen-centric public service for an inclusive and thriving 21st century Africa, a journey of lifelong learning and technological transformation. Government of Uganda has done a lot to empower Ugandans. The NRM government is a product of the people's struggle for democracy. It is the first post-independence government to democratize the state, devolve real power, i.e. resources and functions, and put people or citizens at the center of the development agenda. This ideology permeates all government policies, programs, and actions. All the reforms in the public sector have been geared at increasing access and affordability to the common man. It is therefore not surprising that there has been tremendous economic growth and development since the NRM government took over power. Our country's highest ever growth rate has been achieved under the NRM government. Millions of people have been brought out of poverty due to the government's deliberate effort, and we are now in middle-income status, not by chance. I commend the public service for enabling the attainment of the above milestone. I also thank the security sector in a special way for the tremendous contribution they have made towards the development of our country. No state or country can grow or develop or transform without the stabilizing influence of the security sector. The Ugandan state has never been this strong in our post-independence history. However, I challenge the public service to deepen the reforms to achieve more with less in delivery of services as follows. Firstly, eliminate corruption. Increase and accelerate the speed of service delivery to the grassroots. Stop working in cliques. The program-based approach introduced in the National Development Plan 3 is a good starting point. It encourages the whole of government approach in implementation of government policy. Stick to your service delivery standards and build partnerships with stakeholders world over. Reduce barriers to poor people's access to your services to enhance coverage and participation and strengthen their voices. Move resources to the community level from the center expeditiously. Implement the one-stop center concept and automate all your services. Review your business processes regularly in order to capture the new trends. Hold barazas regularly for transparency in your operations and participation of the citizens. By doing all the above, there will be continuous steady growth and progress in the development of our country. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now my pleasure to officially close the 13th commemoration of the Africa Public Service Day, this day on 27th June 2024. I thank you all. That is the message of Museveni.
Thank you so much, Your Excellency. We are going to have the anthems, but once the chief guest departs, the exhibition continues. We also have entertainment from the Uganda prisons. May I request us to stand for the anthems, please?